Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. And for anyone who points out in the video that my pictures are wonky, I've sorted them out for you. This is a quick review of yesterday's game. I was very disappointed. You know, it was one of those games that originally I wasn't that bothered about. I thought, bigger fish to fry with a Frankfurt game coming up in the week. The lineups come out. It was interesting lineup that came out. Obviously, Antonio was rested / dropped, I suppose you could say, for this game. It was good to see Zuma in again. As much as I didn't want him to play, I think playing 2 games in a row, I was a bit worried about an injury, but actually, it's probably helping him get himself into form because he was one of our best players yesterday. Started slowly again. It was something we need to sort out. We wasn't at the races straight away, and Arsenal could have scored quite easily early on in the game. The game was a bit bitty. Both teams were just sort of feeling each other out a bit. We were quite slow in passing. Our passing was quite slow and very laboured. Great performances from Rice, as you would expect. Bowen had a good game. Well, good first half, I'd say, for Bowen. And Zuma was immense as well. The goal came for Arsenal. Pretty obvious, really. I think we only had 2 players that were over 6 foot tall with Zuma and Rice yesterday. So why Lanzini, of anyone, was marking Rob Holding, who's an absolute giant. He crept and put the ball in, and it was 1-0. Poor goal, really. We're coming a bit suspect with set pieces at the moment. Something that we we're usually so good at. Again, if Dawson's there, maybe he picks up the runner, and that'll be discussed a bit more with their second goal as well later on. Yeah, poor goal from our perspective. We did bounce back though. A fantastic goal from Jarrod Bowen. The ball was whipped in, and he sort of just touched and then put it in lovely with his left foot. A really, really good goal. And to quote the song, the man he's on fire. He scored 16 goals now in all competitions. Would love to see him, absolutely love to see him go in and get the 20 goals. Which was there 3 games left in the league. It would have to be 4-4 for him. But he's capable of a brace here and then. Playing Norwich at the weekend, no disrespect for them. Hopefully we can go and do them convincingly. But they're a dodgy team to play now. Because obviously they have gone down now, Norwich. Apart from that, it wasn't much in the game. The second half was really poor. I thought we was really laboured in the second half. Benrahma really frustrating, overplaying. Are you going to cross the ball, mate, or you're going to carry on going for that extra take on? Which was, it's increasingly frustrating watching that man play. I thought Soufal was really good though. He was getting up and down the wing, trying to get the ball into the box. Antonio came on, didn't he? Didn't do anything really. But like I say, their second goal did come in again. The ball was whipped in. Again, back to Dawson. If Dawson's there, maybe he blocks that second ball and Zuma can go with a runner. Gabriel back post, headed into Fabianski, and just is what it is really, isn't it? 2-1 down. Didn't really look like troubling again. There was obviously the moment with the Bowen through on goal with Ramsdale. Obviously Bowen did admit, that he didn't touch him, which he didn't. He didn't touch him, and any Arsenal fans that watch this, I will admit, yes, he did not touch him, but that tackle was bad. If he wouldn't have jumped or wouldn't have dived, if you want to call it a dive, that would have been a leg breaker. And that's not me being like the classic Alex Ferguson meme where someone could have died, that one. It was horrendous, the studs were up. Sorry guys, can't get comfortable here. His studs were up, and listen, that leg's going. That leg is completely going if his leg was planted. So yeah, maybe slightly unlucky with that one. But yeah, Bowen was honest, maybe too honest, something that we need to pick up on. I think that game was quite good preparation though for the Frankfurt game, because that's the sort of thing they're going to be doing in terms of the time wasting, going over, and like Saka and that, like constantly falling over. There was a bit where Arteta put someone back on the pitch. So yeah, we have to use those dark arts on Thursday when we play Frankfurt. We did it well against Lyon, and it's something you've got to get in your game. It really is, I heard Alan Smith say on commentary, Arsenal of old probably would have gone and tried to get the third goal, and that's where they get caught out. Where now, you know, in recent games they've been using those dark arts, time wasting, you know, just suppressing the game, and it's something that, you know, good teams learn how to do, and we're starting to do it, but we need to start doing it a bit more often if and when we're in winning positions. Like I say, we never really looked like scoring again. Antonio was so poor. Something needs to happen with him. God knows, you know, what's going to happen in terms of Thursday, whether we'll play him or not play him. But the man needs a big performance. One disappointment in the game is, you know, when David Moyes did see there was a slight issue with the height in the team, that maybe could have brought on Diop. You know, just for a bit more height. I'm not saying that any of the centre backs played that badly, really. I thought Cresswell did well at left centre back. Soufal was good. Zuma was fantastic. Fredericks was a bit frustrating on that left hand side because obviously he couldn't naturally whip the ball in with his left foot, which, you know, is always going to create a bit of an issue. But yeah, or even Alessi just for a bit of height. I thought Lanzini was a bit anomalous in the game. Fornals kept giving the ball away. Yes, he works hard, but my God, does he give the ball away? And I love Pablo. You guys know that. I'm one of my favourite players. Good game from Bowen. Great goal from Bowen. Rice was good. I thought Mark was good, you know, in his last ever London derby. You know, only one more left now for Marky. Man City, you know, unless we, you know, well, definitely one more home game left. Only one last home game left. But yeah, I thought he played well. I thought, you know, he recycled the ball well. Something that Souček doesn't do well. Souček, you know, you've either got to just throw him at front as a target man, or yeah, that's all you can do really, because he ain't going to pass the ball. He's not going to open a defence up. He hasn't got that in his locker. Yeah, 3 losses in a row now. And I believe only 2 wins in 9. I think it's that, or maybe 2 in 7. It's not good. It's not good form. You know, if we wasn't in Europa League and we, you know, 1 game away from the final, which we still can get there, we still can. We still have to be positive. It'd be quite concerning in terms of league form. But the fact that everyone else is not doing that great, it doesn't really matter. Wolves lost. Wolves got some really horrific fixtures. I believe they've got to play Liverpool, City and Chelsea in their last 4. I think Brighton might be their last one after that. Then we've got City, we've got Norwich. I can't remember the last game. Is it Brighton? Brighton last game of the season, I think. I think you beat Norwich, hopefully. Hopefully we beat Norwich, maybe get a draw against Brighton. I think that'd be enough for 7th. I think 7th is in our hands. You know, like I say, a win and a draw would probably be enough. Got to hope that basically Man United want to throw 6 and don't want it. They play, I think it's Palace tonight, who are a very good team. I really enjoy watching Palace, so that, you know, they're going to give them a game. 6 is still there. It's still there, but I just don't think we're going to get there. 7th, you know, still a good season after a Europa League campaign. You know, Conference League is not as prestigious, but it's still European football. The problem is with not getting Europa League, or, you know, not going and winning Europa League and getting Champions League. It's just that attracting the player. That's my concern and that's my frustration. You know, you're thinking, oh yeah, win the Europa League, get Champions League, you attract that bigger player, or you maintain Europa League, and then you can attract that player and say, look, we've been in Europa League 2 years. That's my only concern now going forward. Massive things need to happen in the summer. You know, it has been a good season. It might dwindle off, which would be a shame. Strikers essential. I keep repeating myself in these videos. Someone who can unlock a defence and pace. That is key things we need going forward. Yeah, disappointing result. Arsenal, you know, getting back to their best. They're not you know, they're never going to be that elite again for a long time. But you know, we always have a little bit of bad luck against them. It's always a bit of a dodge game, that one. Let's hope we can do some good things on Thursday. Let's hope the boys make us proud and get to that final. Yeah, very nervous. I'm a bit apprehensive. You know, we need to pull one of them performances out of the bag. We did it with Lyon. You know, we was in a bit bad form going into that Lyon away game. We are capable. We are capable of putting things out of the bag. Obviously, Big Dawson will be back. Dawson and Zuma at the back. We'd probably bring Soufal into that game. Yeah, and it's what he wants to do up front. But we'll talk about that later in the week. Yeah, let me know if you're going out there. Stay safe this week. enjoy yourself. Yeah, really soak it up, because it might not ever happen again for a long time. Until next time, guys, let me know your man of the match. Let me know what your thoughts were on the Arsenal game. Come on, you Irons. Keep believing. Let's go.